So what is up YouTube? It's the Starks here, bringing you guys another Uncharted 4 video. Now as you can see, there's going to be, throughout the whole video, there's just going to be a whole bunch of photos popping in and out, and it's basically just Uncharted videos and whatnot. So today I have a predictions and theory video, which I'm going to share with you guys. Now I have three categories. One is story, the second is multiplayer, and the third is the reason for its delay. So, the story takes place, Uncharted 4 at least, takes place 3 years after the events of Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And as I can probably assume, Nathan Drake, which is the protagonist of the story, or the game rather, has settled in with Elena Fisher, it's close to say his wife, right? And suddenly his brother Sam comes into his life claiming that he's after this lost pirate treasure, and he's seeking Nathan Drake's help. So of course, being Nathan Drake and being brothers, he can't really deny that, right? And he gets some wealth for himself, um, and which is I think is a bad idea for Nathan, considering I believe that Sam is one of the antagonists in the game. Now I know there's Wraith and I think Nadine, which are two other antagonists that we don't really know about. I think I threw in a photo of them too. So we don't know too much about them, but we do know a little bit about Sam, who's suddenly appearing into Nathan Drake's life, claiming his help or needing his help, and we haven't really heard. Nathan has never mentioned anything about having a brother. So the fact that suddenly he comes into his life and accepts his offer is just quite odd, if you'd ask me. So I think Sam Drake is his name, of course, is kind of a bad guy himself. Now, if you recall, the first ever teaser trailer of Uncharted 4 that we've ever received was like 2013, I believe, when there was a voice cover the person who was voice covering that was Todd Stashwick, who was to play Nathan Drake's brother Sam, but now that's what's his face? Troy Baker is now playing, took Todd Stashwick's spot, and now he's playing Nathan's brother. So in that teaser trailer, he's saying, I've been locked up 15 years, buried alive, erased. You've left me rotting in that hellhole. Um, and then of course he says, when all your lies collapse around you, I'll be there sifting through the wreckage. Now, if you and then staying with that, little statement, you can recall the PlayStation, or yeah, the E3 2015, the PlayStation 4 demo of Uncharted 4: Thief's End. The ending cutscene of that actual demo showed Nathan Drake walking into Elena, reading his whole journey and what he's after, and she says, "How's the Malaysia job going? Seems like you're here off course." And then personally, I think Sam ended up um, getting Elena there somehow. Now, of course, he didn't physically tell her, "Hey, Elena, can you come to this motel? This is where we're gonna be." Of course, because if Nathan Drake was to ask her, I'm pretty sure she would say like, "Well, your brother told me you're here." So I think he's, of course, as you can see, he's sifting through the wreckage. Now that's just my theory. And then, of course, the reason for the delay of Uncharted 4, I mean, I can pretty much say that the reason for the delay, there's a lot of reasons. First of all, Amy Hennig ended up leaving Naughty Dog, or I guess forced or left Naughty Dog, whatever, due to the fact that actually there is no really confirmed fact. They just try to hit it and say, she wanted to go out and do her own thing, I guess. But after her departure from Naughty Dog, they had to wipe out I believe it was 8 months of story, which is a lot, and that could be one of the reasons for the delay. Another reason could be that as you guys all may know, the collection, the first, second, and third collection is coming out this year, October, which was the initial date for Uncharted 4: Thief's End, but of course it was delayed. So if Naughty Dog was thinking money-wise, they'll be like, why don't we push the collection to this year? That way we can have more time to develop the story, not only the story, but the graphical components of Uncharted 4, as well as we can throw in a little Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta test for those who might not want to get the collection for the PlayStation 4 because they've already played it. That's a great way of them making money, considering, because personally I probably wouldn't buy the collection because I've already played 2 out of 3 of the games. Well, actually, not 2 out of 3. I've played the second and the third, not the fourth just as yet. I hope to do that sooner or later. But yeah, so that would make sense. They're thinking a lot of the money. I mean, that's what I believe to be true. And I think a few other game directors left. I think it was one more, as well as Todd Stashwick. Um, had left. So now the multiplayer. This isn't really a theory or prediction or anything like that. It's just I'm listing a few things that I hope to be in the multiplayer modes. New features, of course. We have the new car mechanic, which is just great. I'd like to see how Naughty Dog will incorporate that into the multiplayer mode, as well as another thing I've noticed was, Nathan has a freaking grappling hook for crying out loud. So I wonder if they're gonna incorporate that into the multiplayer. I don't want them to exactly incorporate that into the multiplayer because I don't want it to be like freaking Tomb Raider. I'm pretty sure Tomb Raider's multiplayer did have a grappling hook, and apparently the Tomb Raider's multiplayer was just bad. So I hope Naughty Dog just thinks about that. Another thing I'd like Naughty Dog to, of course they're gonna add this is customizations. I'd like to have better customizations. The Last of Us and The Last of Us Remastered have both on my PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 have great in terms of customizations that had nice customizations. Every time I unlock something, it made me want to go back and customize my character, and I really liked that. The customizations were really really cool, and I hope they can bring that into the multiplayer for Uncharted 4. Um, and then that's pretty much it, guys. I covered the story, the multiplayer, and the reason for its delay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, I love talking about Uncharted. I'm thinking of doing a series with a friend of mine. I'll put her link in the description below, and her and I were probably going to do like an Uncharted series, and I think it'll be great for us to, list our opinions and thoughts about Naughty Dog and their games, and especially Uncharted 4 being that it's coming out in 2016 around March, which is around my birthday. My birthday is like April 14th, so I can't wait. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.